what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing steady. Small business don't come around and don't survive my ratings. All I talk about and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Never had a mentor.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Vick. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick fires quickly to White. The numbers for White a week ago: 5 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Vick now from the 50. Pressure, and down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Robinson up the middle. Oh, nice move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Vick now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Throwing, Vick. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. He's got his man Sharp, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Favre to throw. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. From the shotgun, it's Vick. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Powering forward. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
2nd down, Vick. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now here's Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only get...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Favre. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Fly him to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is far. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
13 yards, first down, Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. In motion, the tight end. Favre on second down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Vic on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun, Vic. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Vic. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, Vic. Throw caught there by Crumpler. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Favre. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Favre. Over the middle, catch made by Driver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A give left side to Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Vick. That's complete to White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Vick readies to throw. What a spin. He's got White here. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
That's complete to Sharp. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 7. A minute 53 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Vick's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Vick to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Now Michael Vick. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Vick. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught here by Adams. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they go play action with Favre. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 6 now. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Green Bay, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.